The Egyptian army was an integral part of the ancient Egyptian state, as it was responsible for protecting the pharaoh, maintaining order within Egypt, defending against external threats, and expanding the empire during periods of conquest. The army had a hierarchical structure with various ranks, including generals, officers, and foot soldiers. Soldiers were organized into units and divisions. Military service was compulsory for all Egyptian men, although there were exemptions for those who couldn't serve due to health or other reasons. The length of military service varied, but was typically a few months of the year. Soldiers were equipped with a variety of weapons, including bows and arrows, spears, maces, and slingshots. They also used chariots in battle, and in later periods, the military adopted iron weapons. Egyptian soldiers received training in various military tactics, and they often engaged in mock battles and drills to prepare for warfare. The army had various means, used both for conquest and defense. The Egyptians built forts and defensive structures along their borders, particularly in the eastern desert and the Sinai Peninsula, to protect against external threats. Pharaohs often led their armies into battle, demonstrating their divine right to rule and inspiring their troops. The army had engineers also who could construct fortifications and siege equipment. Logistics were carefully managed to ensure that soldiers were adequately supplied with food and water during campaigns. The army, like any other strong army, had a navy, which was vital for protecting the country's interests and trade along the Nile and Mediterranean coast. The navy was involved in river patrols and combat at sea. In some periods, the Egyptian army incorporated Nubian and foreign mercenaries, adding diversity to its ranks. The Egyptian army, a powerful and well-coordinated force with various specialized units, achieved many historic victories and played a pivotal role in shaping the history of ancient Egypt. From the infantry's steadfastness to the charioteers' agility, from the archers' precision to the navy's vigilance and the siege engineers' expertise, each unit contributed to the might of the Egyptian army. Let us look at the exploits of this well-oiled machine of an army in the Battle of Kadesh, fought in 1274 BCE, one of the most significant and famous battles of the ancient world, occurring during the reign of Pharaoh Ramses II, also known as Ramses the Great of Egypt. It took place near the city of Kadesh, modern-day Tel Nebi Mend in Syria, which was strategically important as it lay on the boundary between the Egyptian and Hittite empires. The Hittites, led by their king Muwatalli II, and the Egyptians, led by Pharaoh Ramses II, had been vying for control of the region, particularly the city of Kadesh. Ramses II, desiring to secure control of Kadesh and expand his territory, led a military campaign into Canaan with a significant Egyptian army. However, his intelligence on Hittite positions was flawed. Initially, the Egyptian army, consisting of infantry, charioteers, and archers, advanced towards Kadesh, with Ramses II at the head of the troops. Unbeknownst to Ramses II, Hittite forces, concealed behind the city, were prepared for an ambush. They had superior information about the Egyptian movements. As the Egyptian forces advanced toward Kadesh, they were suddenly ambushed by a large Hittite chariot force, with Muwatalli II leading the charge. The Hittite chariots overwhelmed the surprised Egyptian charioteers, and the infantry struggled to maintain cohesion in the chaos of the battle. Ramses II found himself in a dire situation, with his chariot forces in disarray and facing a formidable Hittite onslaught. He later described his predicament in inscriptions on the walls of temples. The Hittites, having inflicted heavy casualties on the Egyptian forces, including the capture of some Egyptian soldiers, abruptly withdrew from the battlefield for unknown reasons. This allowed Ramses II to regroup. With his army reorganized, Ramses II launched a successful counterattack against the retreating Hittites. The exact reason for the Hittite withdrawal remains a subject of debate, but it might have been due to concerns about resupply and reinforcement or other strategic considerations. The battle is often considered inconclusive, as neither side achieved a decisive victory. However, it ultimately resulted in a peace treaty, known as the Treaty of Kadesh, between the Egyptians and Hittites. The treaty marked the restoration of peaceful relations and recognized mutual spheres of influence. This treaty is notable for being one of the earliest recorded instances of a peace negotiations in history, and it showcases the importance of diplomacy in ancient international relations. It also highlights the challenges of ancient warfare, including the uncertainty of intelligence and the dynamic nature of battles, and it provides valuable insights into the tactics and strategies employed by powerful empires in the Late Bronze Age.